There is a universal feeling that immigrants should just get in line or wait their turn. The truth is that there is no single line. Applications for each level of legal status are categorized and processed in the order they are received. A shrinking number of green cards are granted in each category every year. For example, the number of green card applications allowed for refugees decreased from 85,000 in 2016 to 18,000 in 2020. And since 2018, roughly only half of those applications have been approved. There is a belief that once an immigrant is granted legal status, they can open the door to unlimited numbers of distant relatives. This is a myth. U.S. citizens can only sponsor their spouses, children, parents, and siblings. Green card holders can sponsor their children and parents. Nobody can sponsor grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, or in-laws. Babies born in the U.S. cannot sponsor their undocumented parents. Anchor babies are a myth. Millions of U.S. children are currently living with undocumented parents. When the undocumented parents of legal children are deported, those legal children are placed into the foster care system. In Colorado alone, 277,000 children are at risk of being put into the foster care system if their undocumented parents get deported. Many people believe immigrants are a financial burden for taxpayers. The truth is that immigrants are vital to the American economy. Immigrants contributed $2 trillion to the U.S. economy in 2016. Removing undocumented workers from the workforce would result in an annual loss of $434 billion. The cost to deport a single person averages $15,000, or $3.2 billion annually. Colorado's 550,000 immigrants make up roughly 10% of the state's population and contribute $4.2 billion in local, state, and federal taxes. While a strong wall may give the illusion of protecting a country's border from unwanted migration, the reality is, a border wall does more harm to adjacent countries than preventing immigration. International trade arrangements and wildlife pay the price for border walls. The majority of undocumented immigrants are a result of overstayed visas and not illegal border crossings. A study found that from 2016 and 17, 38% of newly undocumented immigrants arrived by crossing the border illegally. The other 62% arrived legally by air on a valid visa, but never left when the visa expired. Considering that more than half of undocumented immigrants enter legally through airports, building a $5.7 billion wall at the southern border will do very little to protect our borders.